Hey everybody, welcome to the 2022 Vascular Cures Circulate Virtual Gala and Celebration. My name's Colin MacArthur and I'm thrilled to be back with you as your auctioneer. It's great to be with you again, even if only virtually. I love Vascular Cures, so thank you for having me here. By being here, you are partners in changing vascular health care for longer and better lives through research, collaboration, and empowering patients. So thank you for what you're about to do. And thank you for having me back. It's the only place that I get to, let my hair down, as they say. We're here live in the studio, so thanks for watching with us. And let us know if you are out there. Say hi in that YouTube chat. Tell us where you're watching from. First things first, tonight, the silent auction, all of our items are going to close at 5:45 p.m. The clock is ticking. So here's what I recommend. If you can, use 2 screens to watch this program. Use one to bid on and one to watch on. So watch this show on your bigger screen like a laptop, take all of this in, and then grab a second screen like a phone and head to bidpal.net/circulate 2022. Click sign in and get bidding. That's right down here at the bottom of our screen. We have some people saying it. We got Jordan in there from Texas. Hi, Jordan. Welcome and thanks for being here. Elizabeth, thank you for chiming in on the YouTube chat. Using the second screen means this program won't be interrupted at all for you. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to us at 888-867-6258, or just again, you can reach out to us in the YouTube chat, and we'll be sure and chat with you. Thanks for being here, everybody, and I hope everybody is logged in and bidding. Our bidding items are live. They're all up for bid right now, so get to work. And while you bid, to officially kick things off, please welcome our CEO, Megan Patterson.
Welcome everyone to 2022 Circulate. We are here today to celebrate advances in vascular health and the incredible people who have helped make those possible. And that includes those of you here today. Vascular Cures is so fortunate to work with some of the smartest, most compassionate and collaborative people in healthcare to take on the very large, but also we think feasible challenge of reducing the national burden of vascular diseases outside of the heart and improving millions of lives in the process. These people include, among others, our incredible patient partners who are working with us and other organizations to advocate for the patient experience. Our partners are doing amazing work in education and awareness, advising on research, and even supporting clinical guideline updates. Our vision is a world where everyone has the opportunity to enjoy vascular health. And what I really love about this is the everyone and the opportunity, meaning that every person can have an equal chance to be healthy and happy. It's a part of why our healthcare community, our Vascular Health Impact Network, chose to focus on health disparities this year. Our Innovation Summit on Health Equity brought together patients, researchers, doctors, regulators, and industry to discuss the most meaningful ways that our network could change research and care for our most vulnerable communities. As a result, we just announced 2 new grants that we'll be awarding this year, one to support a research project and one a community project to promote vascular health equity. We have more programs today than in the history of the organization. This year, we launched a working group to promote patient engagement and our largest PAD awareness campaign yet. Our impact is growing, but we still have a lot of work to do. Your presence here today gets us one step closer, so thank you so much for being with us today to support a healthier future for millions of people.
Thanks, Megan, for that intro. More programs today than ever in the history of Vascular Cures. That's incredible, and it's because of your generosity. And so once again, the silent auction is going to close tonight at 5:45 p.m. Pacific. You have last chance to bid on silent auctions, including 5 nights to decompress in Mexico, gift card to Nordstrom, career coaching with our board chairman, and it all closes at 5:45 p.m. So make sure you're getting those bids in, getting them in early, okay? If you're not set up to bid, here's what we recommend. Once again, watch this show on your bigger screen. Then grab a second screen like a phone or a tablet and go to bidpal.net/circulate 2022. If you're there for the first time, you can click sign in at the top, and if you have any questions at all, call 888-867-6258, that website and that phone number right here at the bottom of the screen. And once again, you can just reach out to us in the YouTube chat. We got Asher from California. We've got Anna from Minneapolis. We got our very own Megan Patterson. It's good to see you there, Megan. Now things, of course, are a little different this year. but we're going to keep it as fun as possible for those of you joining us from the comfort of your own homes. Don't forget to share your photos of yourself attending our virtual event. If you're wearing sweatpants, more power to you. We all want to check that out. So you can post directly to our Facebook event page or use the hashtag Circulate Live 2022. And by the way, if you're watching on YouTube and you've ever have a technical glitch such as audio and video not syncing, you can just refresh your YouTube browser and most problems will be magically fixed, right? The power of technology. Okay, let's learn a little bit more about how you can save lives. Take a look.
Being a part of the Vascular Cures team has been an incredible experience. To see the collaboration efforts between healthcare professionals and patients alike has been really inspiring.
This is a problem that is disproportionately affecting our most vulnerable communities in the United States. And the reality is, if we are able to address this issue, it does leaps and bounds for health equity, just generally.
Before joining the Vascular Cures team, I had no idea what vascular disease was. I'd never heard about it in school or anywhere in my community, and the more people I talked to, I realized that that was the norm. Now that I know what this disease is and how it affects millions of people, it really shines a light on how important an organization like Vascular Cures is to getting this life-saving message out into the world.
Know that there's organizations that are there for you and they'll be able to walk you through the process, especially Vascular Cures through their Patient as Partners Foundation or organization branch. They're able to kind of guide and showcase stories and give you options to know that you're not alone in the process. And I look forward to the many more things that they have ahead of them for my part in the organization, but also those of you watching through the gala and already a part of the foundation itself.
Over the past year, the patients and caregivers in our Patients as Partners community have reviewed educational content and participated in national education and awareness initiatives and are really important and powerful collaborators to our mission to improve vascular health for all.
Not being afraid to share your story, but just by being transparent, I can tell you that I've had a platform to talk about it. It's just been a great avenue to be able to share my story, but I do believe that we need to do a whole lot more. You guys have said it, it takes a village, but I see that village here. And I can't thank you guys enough for sharing all the information and all the hard work that you're doing.
Our health system has the best and brightest minds in research and development, and those bright minds are working on behalf of patients in the development of care and cure for vascular disease.
There's a lot to tackle and a lot to unpack there. We're actually focusing more on the treatment of patients who already have the problem, but we're advocating for prevention at the same time, and I think we need to do both, ultimately to achieve that goal.
And know that we can make the change with this patient advocacy and with the people on this panel and with Vascular Cures and us working together. Because right now, we're making a change because we're doing the work.
What a powerful message from Vascular Cures friends and board members and staff. Thank you to the fabulous patients and innovators for sharing with us. You can check your watch right now because the silent auction is going to close at 5:45 p.m. Okay, the clock is ticking. As I look at the board right now, there are still some incredible auction items right out there for the taking, so make sure you are getting those bids in. If you don't win anything in the silent, no worries. You're going to be able to raise your paddle soon and support Vascular Cures. And we want to thank our sponsors for their continuing support, even through all of the changes in the last 2 years. First, to our gold sponsors, BD Bard. Thank you so much. And thank you also to our silver sponsors, Abbott Peripheral Vascular and Luna DNA. Thank you. And a quick shout out to Gore and KPMG and to all of our in-kind donors. Let's give a big hand to all of our generous sponsors for making this event happen. Two big hands from me. And thank you to those of you who entered our raffle contest. We're going to have a social media contest. We're going to announce the winners at the end of tonight's program, so you have to stay with us. But let's give away a prize right now. What do you say? Feeling generous? We're going to have a little trivia contest right now and give away a $50 gift card to Amazon. In order to win, you got to be the first person to answer correctly in the YouTube chat. I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to call out the winner right now. So if you're watching the embedded video on One Cause, then click the top left of that video to head to the YouTube page. I'll give you 1 second to get on over there. All right, I'm assuming we're all there. Here we go. Which Carly Simon song has a homophone for an important part of your vascular system in its title? As an English professor by day, I can tell you a homophone is a word that sounds the same but has a different meaning. Which Carly Simon song has a vascular word in the title? Nobody on the YouTube chat yet? I'm going to give you one more hint. If you need it, the title starts with "You're So." I'm watching the chat. We need somebody in the chat to chime in, and you could win a $50 Amazon gift card. First person with the title of that Carly Simon song with a vascular term homophone in it. You're so vain, Carolyn Gray. Carolyn Gray, you're our winner. Big Carly Simon fan. Carolyn, we're going to get you that $50 Amazon gift card. You can go ahead and reach out to Vascular Cures, and we're going to get it to you. Way to go. Everybody's chiming in now. It's like, hey, time to upgrade to broadband, right? I mean, come on, 5G. So congrats to our winner. Let's get back to it. To showcase the awesome power of your life-saving donations, let's meet our 2021 Wiley Scholar Award winner. Please welcome to your screen Dr. Kevin Sutherland from Duke University.
To make a major investigative contribution, it takes knowledge, time, and resources. The Wiley Scholars Program is an amazing resource for emerging vascular surgeon scientists. Receiving this award was so important to me because the Wiley Scholar Program is the premier community for vascular surgeon scientists. Being a member of this scholarly community validates the research that we are doing, and it gives me the confidence to continue to push this research program forward.
The Wiley Scholar Award is a great honor, and Kevin is highly deserving of this award for his exciting and innovative work. Kevin initially came to my lab as a general surgery resident because he was interested in our work on peripheral artery disease. And in particular, he was interested in understanding the genetic differences in patients that led some to develop critical limb-threatening ischemia, while others had only claudication, or pain with exertion. An exciting and important hypothesis that Kevin began to explore at that time was that the differences in patients' outcomes couldn't be explained simply by differences in limb perfusion. He knew from his clinical experience that revascularization is often unsuccessful in the most severely affected patients, so there must be some other explanation for their limb loss.
Dr. Sutherland has recognized that chronic limb-threatening ischemia is a different entity from claudication, and that different people respond differently to the same anatomic atherosclerotic pathology. His mouse model is allowing us to develop new ways to understand and treat patients with chronic limb-threatening ischemia, and his clinical interests lie in this area as well, and he is an expert in minimally invasive and open operative therapies for chronic limb-threatening ischemia. He's developing a limb salvage program at our own institution, so he's really marrying his research and clinical interests beautifully.
After he joined the vascular surgery faculty here at Duke, Kevin's continued to build on his previous work, and he's identified important genetically mediated differences in the inflammatory response to limb ischemia that may play a large part in determining whether a patient loses their limb or not. The Wiley Scholar Award presents a great opportunity for him to continue investigating this important observation and ultimately to develop novel therapeutic approaches to prevent limb loss in his patients.
Chronic limb-threatening ischemia is a devastating disease and is the leading cause of limb loss in this country. But CLTI is not just a threat to a patient's limb, it's a threat to life itself. The 5-year mortality for CLTI patients is greater than 50%, and that's higher than most cancers. So there is truly a great need for further research to help these patients. The primary therapy for chronic limb-threatening ischemia is revascularization. In fact, perfusion is thought of as the sole determinant of limb outcomes. So our lab has taken a different, innovative approach. We're focused on the non-vascular cell types in the limb. We're particularly interested in cell-cell communication. Our primary focus is how immune cells, particularly macrophages, orchestrate limb survival and recovery in the context of ischemia. Our hope is that this work can increase the understanding of the pathophysiology of chronic limb-threatening ischemia, and that can be a foundation for novel therapeutics that improve limb salvage.
Like so many other Wiley scholars before him, Kevin's poised to become a leader in academic vascular surgery, and I'm truly excited to continue working with him as he works toward his long-term goal of preventing limb loss in severe peripheral artery disease.
What an incredible story, and congratulations to Dr. Kevin Sutherland. Thank you so much for the incredible work you do. Before we give you the opportunity to give, let's learn a little bit more about a few of our incredible auction items that are currently up for bid right now. And remember, every one of our auction items are going to close together at 5:45 p.m. Okay, that is coming up. And you can see on the screen that the clock is ticking down. I got to get my directions right. So while that's counting down, while you're finishing bidding, let's highlight a few of these. We have item 2, which is a luxurious 5-night getaway to Mexico. Item 3, a 2-night stay at the Silverado Resort and Spa with a round of golf and spa services. And, crowd favorite, item number 4, a package for a Nike sports camp of your choice. Those and everything else is going to close at 5:45 p.m. You can see the ticker right here, right? If you need help bidding on multiple items, here's a pro tip. Set a maximum bid on any item. When you bid, you're going to have the option to set a max bid. When you do, the computer is automatically going to bid for you each time you're outbid, all the way up to your max bid. And right now, you can get there. We have a couple bids on those first 2 items. We're going to talk about those here in a second. But if you've already bid on an item and you want to add a max bid, just click Set Max Bid on your items right now. So set it high so you don't get outbid. And while you're doing that, while you're looking at those items, I'm going to tell you even more in depth about 3 of our items, number 2, 3, and 4. I mentioned it earlier, but now is your chance to decompress with 5 nights at a luxurious Mexican resort. Welcome to the world of Vedanta, a collection of lavish resorts and various curated vacation experiences located throughout Mexico's most beautiful landscapes. Doesn't that sound amazing? You're going to have a stay for 6 days, 5 nights at your choice of 5 world-class resorts. These boast high-end amenities, comfort-filled accommodations, and the best service in Mexico. There's nothing quite like a vacation with Vedanta. Vedanta is proud to have all of their resorts recognized by the World Travel and Tourism Council with their Safe Travels stamp of approval. So this international organization awards their stamp to destinations that meet and exceed the WHO and CDC health and safety recommendations. Right now, we got Jessica Murphy in the lead for that package at $800. All you have to do, go give a little bit more, and you could have 6 days, 5 nights in Mexico. I don't know what February is like where you are, but we have a person on the chat from Minnesota. You telling me you don't want to go to Mexico right now? 6 days, 5 nights, Mexico. Item number 2, current bid right now is $800. Bid in on item number 3, Silverado Resort for 2. You're going to enjoy a 2-night stay in a 1-bedroom suite at the beautiful Silverado Resort and Spa located right in the heart of the Napa Valley. Enhance the rejuvenating effects of Napa Valley's spectacular natural beauty with a visit to the spa and access one of Silverado's 2 private championship golf courses. You're going to enjoy a 2-night stay in a 1-bedroom suite, 1 round of golf for 2, cart included, 2 $50 credits towards treatment of choice at the spa, and you're going to get breakfast for 2 at the grill at Silverado. Right now, we've got David Ray in the lead. $650 for this unbelievable package. That is a steal. Don't let David get it for that cheap. Remember, we're helping out Vascular Cures. All you got to do is go and bid. Our current bid for the 5 nights in Mexico is still at $800. Right now, Silverado is at $650. And we're going to talk about item number 4. Send yourself or a loved one to any Nike 2022 summer camp across the United States, including any of the 15 sports offered. We got baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, tennis, swimming, field hockey, ice hockey. I would probably choose golf. I would buy the Silverado resort, and then I would go practice 2 rounds there, then go to Nike camp to get some more. And then I'd also buy Mexico so I could go down to Mexico and play golf there too. That's just how I would do it. You're free to do that right now if you would like to bid on all of those items. Set that max bid high. U.S. Sports Camps, what we're talking about for auction item number 4, offers a number of programs for a variety of age groups, okay, including adult programs. So you can either buy this for the kids or you can buy it for yourself, right? Again, all of our items are going to close at 5:45, so get those bids in now. Thank you so much to all of our bidders and donors ahead of time. Please bid early, bid often. Once again, we have just over 8 minutes before the silent auction closes. Currently right now, once again, in the lead on Mexico is Jessica Murphy. In the lead on Silverado is David Ray. You can get into that week at Nike Sports Camp right now for a steal. Go ahead and jump in and bid on the silent auction. But while you're doing that, you can continue to bid on those things. I want to get to the most important part of our program. When you can change lives with us by making a tax-deductible donation. We've been talking a lot today about the incredible difference education and awareness can make in the life of a patient. That's why it's such an important part of Vascular Cures' mission. In some cases, empowerment and advocacy can mean the difference between saving a leg and amputation. So it's no surprise that when patients are engaged in their care and advocate for themselves, they often experience better health outcomes and are more likely to maintain their wellness. So in the following video, we're going to hear from 2 of our patient partners. Stephen Meshket, who found hope and inspiration through the incredible work that Vascular Cures does. Our advisor, Dr. Manesh Patel, sits down with these 2 passionate members of our community and explores how engaged and empowered patients can change lives. Take a look.
Well, first of all, listen, I'm just excited to be able to see you again and talk to you. I know the theme of sort of caring and curing together is something not only that you've carried forward, but sort of Vascular Cures and your championship of some of this has been really critical. So I guess I want to start by just thinking a little bit about you and telling us a little bit about what made you start to sort of focus on your vascular health.
The first indication that I had some issues with, vascular issues was that I was having real trouble walking more than 2 blocks. I would get pain in my lower calves. But the real thing that started me on my way of trying to understand what was going on was I started getting pain at rest. The vascular surgeon there suggested that I might consider a bypass. And so at that time, I remember I kind of said, well, how long will the bypass last? And the surgeon said, well, anywhere from 3 to 5 years. And that was really, for me, not an acceptable answer. So I decided to get a second opinion. And he kind of came back to me and said, Steve, there's not really, I can't improve your quality of life by doing a bypass. And he kind of suggested that I try to start a walking regimen. Had I been diagnosed earlier, perhaps, I would have, gone quicker to, the different regimens that, I've implemented sooner. So.
Yeah, so that's really powerful, because before you got into your regimen and getting that important second opinion, as you've highlighted, what would be the one thing you would want other people like you to know? Because it sounds like, just as you said, awareness or diagnosis or other things are really critical. What's your big message if you were sharing with people about the condition or how you came about it?
I guess my big message is that, the earlier that you could get screened for PAD, the better off. The severity on one end is, and one thing that everyone should be aware of is, amputation is out there.
Yeah.
In our patient community here, at Vascular Cures, we've got the perfect example of Gertrude, who, was a wonderful patient advocate, tremendous patient advocate, a double amputee that did work in Washington, D.C., and, was a really big supporter of PAD that's no longer with us.
That's a great point. And I'll just say, Steve, it hits home, because we know these different people that we all interact with, and obviously you've got stories with it. And Gertrude's clearly one of them that's been inspirational. I might ask you how's it gone with these lifestyle changes? How's it impacted your sort of health and wellness? How are things gone now that you've started these, or have for many years now been doing these?
I've implemented, a walking regimen, an exercise regimen, dietary, changes, as well as, meds. And for me, it's a real balancing act to balance all of these different regimens. But each one of them in their own is important to that balancing act. But the big thing is that I've avoided any form of surgery, over these 14 years. And so I just, I more and more became kind of a proponent of having a natural bypass. And more recently, this is kind of recent, this last year, I was involved in some other Facebook groups, and I was seeing what was going on there, and how PAD could progress. And so I decided to start my own Facebook group, focus more on natural bypass, because I guess the reality is you can walk and you can put in an exercise regimen regardless of what stage you are in PAD. And so that was another realization that kind of came up.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, and quite powerful, in that you're right, that at any point you can do that. And I actually think we have someone joining us. We've been talking to Steve, and so this has been really a great session here at Circulate, our session here on sort of caring and curing with each other about vascular disease. So Mesket, maybe I'll have you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your PAD story, or your story.
Hi, everyone. This is Mishket Gelouz. I'm here in Dubai. So last year, I've been diagnosed with critical limb ischemia. Out of nowhere, I had no symptoms. I had a normal life, no pain, no symptoms at all. I was just doing my Christmas shopping, and suddenly I was in an ambulance. And then they told me that if you stayed 6 hours more, we would have amputated. So I did 3 surgeries. I couldn't walk for maybe one month. The pain was agonizing pain. And I've never heard about the critical limb ischemia ever before in my life. But here I am today. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful and privileged that I had to go through this experience. It was a blessing in disguise. Now I have changed completely my lifestyle. I'm walking more. I never used to walk before. So a lot of things happened since that bad adventure.
What an amazing story, and joining us all the way from Dubai. So first of all, thank you so much, and really inspiring, and a lot that you've already changed in such a short period of time. So pretty powerful. And so congratulations on that. And I guess, it's really always humbling to hear people say that they're blessed when they've been through such difficult times and that they're going forward. Maybe you could share with us how you learned about Vascular Cures and the organization as we think about the Circulate meeting.
I had an inflammation after those 3 surgeries, so I couldn't even walk. So I was in bed, and I was looking for testimonials. I wanted to see if anyone has lived that before and what happened. I was searching, I was Googling, and suddenly I found Vascular Cures. So I wanted to see the people who were there and Vascular Cures. And the incredible moment was when I saw videos, not of people talking, but people walking. I remember I saw a video and of a testimonial where I remember that energy. He was walking in such an energy that, I don't know, it was talking to me. It was like, I want to be like him. So I'm also grateful for that moment. It was an incredible moment.
Wow, that's powerful. And Meshkat, it was Steve, the person you saw in the video walking? And
Yes, Steve, it was you.
that's amazing. So it's always great to see the impact you can have, and what an, across the world, what an important moment in anyone's life. And so really powerful that you were able to connect with Vascular Cures, and more likely see other people like yourself overcoming and doing that. Before you joined us a little bit, we heard from Steve talking about the importance of diagnosis and just the hopeful message of being able to impact your vascular health, whether it's through a natural bypass or if people have done procedures, continuing to walk to continue to improve blood flow. So really powerful. And thank you for joining us and sharing that story. I might take this moment just to say that, it's really powerful in that Steve's been living with this, at least that he's known of, for 14 years and walking and managing it. And not only doing that, but then getting connected with Vascular Cures, spreading the education. Many of our patient partners like yourself have been encountered by him. So really thank you for that, Steve. It's quite a powerful moment and obviously impact. And I guess a lot of people know all the things you've done, but I'll just highlight that Steve's, in addition to being a patient partner and a champion, he's really a vascular hero for us with Vascular Cures. He's been a longtime advisor. Many of the materials that you see, he's participated in. And we heard from you, Steve, just a few minutes ago that you'd been seeing all these things on Facebook, but you realized that they really didn't speak to people like Meshkat or others because they're living with the disease. So you started your own Facebook page, and that sounds like that's going pretty well with a lot of people supporting their PAD journey. So I think this has been a really great conversation. I just wanted to say that it's for that reason that I'm pleased to present Steve you with the 2022 Gertrude Campbell Vascular Hero Award, an award we generated this year, as you know, for Gertrude Campbell, who you highlighted, spent much of her last years of her life as a passionate advocate for change. And I guess your commitment to creating this awareness, touching lives across the world with making sure that we think about patient-centered care is why you were obviously the natural choice for this. And we're sure Gertrude would agree with us when we say that we're proud to be affiliated with you and others like yourself. So congratulations, Steve.
Well, this, I was, well, I'm quite honored. That's kind of what I've been trying to get across, and to hear how she, she found my video, and that kind of reinforced to her that, there was hope, because the reality is there is hope.
But Steve, I'll just say that obviously touching different lives and touching as many lives as possible is what the goal of Vascular Cures is, with all of us, to try to make people feel better and to care together and cure. And Meshkat from Dubai, you're having effects on many people's lives. So we're really powerful and excited about it.
Absolutely deserved. And I'm always continually impressed by the fact that
you're out in the world, spreading the message to over, I think, 1 million care providers at this point about the importance of PAD and what can be done. And you've done that all on your own, right? I mean, it's been incredible. I'm not sure if Steve and Meshket, you know that Manesh has also been an incredible champion for vascular health. Another individual who I'm just so honored to know, and I'm continuously inspired by his enthusiasm. He has worked with the American Heart Association. He's been a champion for diversity in care. A lot of his research, he's been involved in just countless research studies that have led to better and safer therapeutic options for patients. And I know that in all of that research, he is always thinking about the patient first. I think that's what I'm so impressed by. And he continues to push for innovation and clinical practice, quality improvement, research, even in the face of people telling them it won't make a difference or that it's not important. So it is actually for that reason that, Manesh, we would like to award you with the Ron Stoney Vascular Hero Award, which is given to an exceptional care provider and or researcher who goes above and beyond to advocate for vascular health in patients. So thank you so much.
Wow, no way. You guys pulled a fast one on me too. I thought I was
absolutely.
Well, first of all, I'll just say I'm honored and humbled by the ability to work with Vascular Cures and patients and people like Steve and Meshket, who are the ones who make a difference. So we can't make a difference without people who have the condition helping us. And every day, you're the fuel that gets the clinicians and the team to the hospital, to the clinics to make a difference. And then Vascular Cures is, I'll say, the platform by which we hopefully can keep have maybe the biggest difference we can. So thank you for the award, and I appreciate the opportunity to be part of this team.
A big congratulations to Dr. Manesh Patel. Way to go, an incredible honor, and thank you for all the hard work that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens next is up to you. In spite of advancements in technology and science, the trajectory of vascular diseases is getting worse. But you can change that right now. When you donate today, you will save and improve lives in 2 different ways. You'll support exciting new science that will change the future. And you'll support programs that improve the lives of patients living with vascular diseases today. And you do that through empowerment and prevention. So let's do this. Simply go to bidpal.net/circulate 2022 and click Make a Donation. It's up to you. And to start us off, we'd like to thank our $20,000 donors, Megan and Matt Patterson. They are part of the challenge that we're going to discuss later, but thank you so much for your generosity and your devotion to Vascular Cures. Before we even move into our first level, we have to keep thanking people who are so generous, and we have a very special thank you to Doug Gray for a $7,500 donation in honor of Ed U. Thank you, Doug Gray. Thank you so much for your generosity. There's incredible generosity in the room, and we're going to keep it going. Our top level tonight is the $5,000 level. There's a $10,000 button, and you're very welcome to click that too. Don't get me wrong. We just simply hope that everybody watching tonight will be inspired to give a gift right now. We want to thank our lead $5,000 donors. Thank you to Bob Kane and Ed Yu. Thank you so much. That's incredible generosity. If you can join Bob and Ed at the $5,000 level, please, now is the time. Click that $5,000 button and donate to Vascular Cures and the incredible life-changing work that they do. If you would like to join those two at the $5,000 level, you can do that right now. While you're doing that, we're going to move on to our $2,500 level, okay? But first, I'm excited to announce that match. We have, at the $2,500 level, a $20,000 match. So, from the $2,500 level and down to the $1,000 level, all gifts of $1,000 or more are going to be matched dollar for dollar up to $20,000. So right now, your $2,500 magically becomes $5,000 because of our match. So if you would like to join us at the $2,500 level, please do so right now. Remember, once again, that's doubled. So please, we'd like to thank our $2,500 donors. Remember, your money is being matched right now at the $2,500 level. Thank you for your generosity. We are getting closer and closer to our goal, as you can see on our thermometer right here. So please, we've got the $5,000 level. Our $2,500 level begins our match. So if you could give us at the $2,500 level, thank you so much. We're going to move down to our $1,000 level, and this right here is the last level that's being matched. So you can still give at that $2,500 level, but right now we're going to move into that $1,000 level. And if you want to join us because of that generous challenge, your $1,000 becomes $2,000 right now. We'd like to thank our $1,000 lead donors right now, Lilia and Lawrence Coburn. Thank you so much for your $1,000. It becomes $2,000 right here as we speak. Thank you to Ed Yu for an additional $1,000. Incredible. That's going to be another $2,000 thanks to that match. We have Wendy and Bob Hitchcock coming in at $1,250. They're making their own rules. Oh, excuse me, that's Wendy and Bob Hitchcock are $1,000, and then coming in at $1,250 is David and Nicole Ray. They're the rule makers. I like it. That's going to be a $2,500 donation thanks to that incredible match, and we are getting closer and closer to our goal as we go. Please, if you have right now, our match is that $1,000 level up to $2,500. If you feel, if you want to hit that $20,000 goal, please give it those levels right now. We're going to move down to our $500 level. You're still welcome to donate at that $1,000 or above. That $10,000 button's still there. Don't sweat it. But at our $500 level, if you would like to join us with a generous gift of $500, please join with us now. Think about all of the incredible testimony that we've heard tonight. Think about all of the life-changing science that is coming through thanks to the work of Vascular Cures, thanks to its partners, and you are a part of that. So if you would like to join us at the $500 level, please do so right now. Again, you can keep going at that $1,000 level. You can keep going at that $2,500 level. You can go ahead and click that $10,000 button and put us over our goal right now. We're at $75,751. We're trying to get to $85,000. Please join with us if you can. Thank you, David Ray, for that donation. We are getting closer and closer. And remember, those funds are being matched from $1,000 and above. So we're getting closer and closer to our goal. We're going to move to our $250 level, okay? Every dollar counts tonight, and we would love to thank you to our advisory board member, Anna, for your generous $250 gift. This is what I love about Vascular Cures, is we started off tonight with the Patterson family giving $20,000, right? The CEO is right there in the mix, right? So you can tell that the people are really putting their money where their mouth is. Thank you to all of you donors at the $2,500 level. Once again, we are climbing ever closer to that goal, and we are going to move down to our $100 level. Once again, you can give $1,000, you can give $2,500. We're still working towards that $20,000 match. You can give that $10,000 level, put us over the edge, but our last official level right now is the $100 level. We're going to say thanks to Leanne and Lilia for your $100 gifts and support tonight, and also through your swag purchase like that. Nice use of the word swag too. Thank you to Patrick Garrity for your $100 level. Thanks to Karen W. Appreciate your gift. Thank you to Jessica Gia. Thanks to James Balon. All of these gifts are coming in quickly. Thanks to Bob Kane for an additional $2,500 gift. That's going to make it $5,000. Lisa Hunziger at $500. Thank you for your generosity. All these gifts are coming in. We're seeing so many gifts come in, big and small. Thank you to Gene Stevenson and Andrea Sias. If you haven't gotten to this, it is not too late. Wendy Hitchcock, an additional $1,000. That becomes $2,000 thanks to your generosity. I can barely keep up with these things. This is the kind of generosity that we see with people who love Vascular Cures and the incredible work they're doing. Remember, it's not too late. You can still head to bidpal.net, Circulate 2022, and click Make a Donation. This is going to stay open right now. So if, as I'm talking, you want to go back up to that $5,000 level and get us over the edge, we're at $79,000 right now. 79,101. It's clicking up and up and up. Thank you to Mike Conti for your support. We appreciate it. Like I said, thank you so much. We are getting ever closer to that goal, ever closer to that $85,000. All of you people are incredible and doing amazing work to help support Vascular Cures. So big round of applause to everyone who raised their paddle. Remember, the giving link is going to stay up and active for the next 3 days. So you can share that link with your friends and family on social media so they can donate too. A reminder, if you work for a company that's going to match your donation, please make sure that they do that this week. Okay, is there any chance we can get back over to that thermometer to see where we are, just so people watching at home can show? We are $3,900 away from our goal of $85,000. Thank you, Julie Thompson, for your support. Once again, we have that $20,000 match. I think we still have some money in that. If you are feeling generous, feeling like you want to help out Vascular Cures, we are so close to our goal tonight. We're just a few $1,000s away. Remember, this thing is going to stay up for a couple days. You can send it to your friends and family. There's an anonymous donation right there to 83601. I believe that's a $2,500 anonymous donation. We are so close, ladies and gentlemen. We're a scant $1,400 away from our goal. If you're hearing me out there in virtual land, I'm calling to you. I feel like an evangelist, right? All we need is $1,400 more, but the truth is Vascular Cures is making changes in people's lives. Thank you to Leni. You are getting us closer and closer. Every dollar counts. I'm going to expect that the goodness of the Vascular Cures community is going to put us over that edge, but I'm not going to make you sit and look at it. Thank you, Jessica Murphy. Honestly, the longer I stand here, the more money's coming in. Maybe I'll just get some snacks and stay here all night. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you so much. The links are going to stay up. We're going to push over that $85,000 goal. But before we go, we've got prizes to give away. Okay? Once again, you can continue to give. It's going to be open for 3 days, but I want to give away a $100 Amazon gift card. Okay? This is for the winner of the social media entry contest, and it goes to Lori Craig. All right, Lori. If you're here, you can go ahead and comment in the YouTube chat. If you're not here, Lori, then you can go ahead and call 888-867-6258. So hopefully Lori is going to go claim that $100. And while Lori's doing that, I'd like to send a special thank you to the dedicated staff and board members who work so hard. We heard their names on the giving list, right? These are people who are dedicated to Vascular Cures, both with their time and their finances and their hearts. So we wish we were all together, but I truly appreciate all that you do for Vascular Cures year-round. So thank you so much. My name's Colin MacArthur. On behalf of all the people you helped tonight, thank you. I hope to see you in September in the 2022 PAD Walk. It's been my pleasure to be with you tonight, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.